Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you all are having a good day and your weekend is off to a good start. I wanted to discuss today the Pit on HBO, and I didn't want to give a synopsis because I feel like everyone has a general understanding of what the series is about. It is about an emergency room, and it's one season is filming one entire day, and it shows all the patients and all the drama and the excitement and the emergencies that come up. Um, but I wanted to get into some fun facts about the pit because I thought it was really cool. Like some of the things that I just randomly found out just doing different searches. So, the first thing is that the emergency room was constructed before any action or anything really started to happen within the series. And this was to make sure that we had some genuine reactions and we had some genuine responses of what would happen in certain emergent responses in certain scenarios. So I thought that was really interesting. They also have a blood manager, and that's literally their job. So it's self explanatory. What it sounds like is what it is, which I guess that makes sense because there is so much blood in the series that you would need someone delegated with that task. Another interesting part of the series is that they have 8 to 10 nurses or doctors on staff that are extras on the series, and they have the right to veto anything that they think is okay, this is not real, this is hokey, this is not how this situation would work, which that actually is a awesome idea because who else could tell you that that's not how this would be handled in the real life scenarios or in the real world. So I thought that was a really interesting fun fact. They also had to go through some serious training to learn all the medical terminology that would be needed to deliver a believable performance for the series. And Supriya Ganesh, it was an MCAT tutor literally right before filming the show. So I thought that was another fun fact of the show. And let's see what else. Oh, there's no phones on set. That's like a policy. Noah Wiley, that was one of his rules, and there's no make or breaks about that. They want zero distractions on set. So there is a no cell phone policy on the set of the pit. There's also a couple of Nepo babies on the pit. So Taylor Dearden, Dr. Mel, and Isa Briones, Dr. Trinity Santos are the daughters of actors Bryan Cranston and John Brianos. And what else did we learn? There's just a lot of fun facts about the show. Um, it was meant to be filmed like a play, which I can see that when going and watching the series as well. Um, and I wanted to give other some other fun facts as far as like real life emergency rooms. So they say on average, a real life emergency physician is interrupted on average one every 12 seconds. Could you imagine? My nerves would be shot. I have a 3 year old or 4 year old, sorry. And when she interrupts me like per minute, I feel like sometimes overwhelmed. So I can't imagine being in that high stress of a situation and then constantly being having to experience being interrupted. um, yeah, so they've had a lot of physician consults and they had a lot of training, so they would be familiar with the terminology and the correct verbiage to use while playing emergency room doctors and nurses. Um, they say where the only thing where it falls short, because overall, if you're going to compare the show ER to the pit, they say that the pit is actually the most realistic show if we're going to compare what would really happen in an emergency room situation or setting. But a lot of critics, they say where they fall short is that the real ER it takes a lot more time for things as far as blood results, consults, and then observations. So, where the show seems to do those things in a more expedited approach, it makes it a little unrealistic, the computer work, because and I used to work in the medical field, and I can definitely attest to this, that the physicians on the show spend little time actually like typing, and in the medical field you spend a lot of time documenting everything because these are important medical records. You never know if there's going to be a deposition that they're going to need that documentation to reference back to. So I definitely could see how that could be a shortcoming of the series. And Dana Evans, or Nurse Dana, she is actually based off of a real life nurse named Kathy Garvin. And she is a nurse that's worked for decades at the LA County USC Medical Center. And that is the character that Nurse Evans is loosely based on. So I thought that was another fun fact. I really enjoy The Pit. I think it's a great show. I think it's a great watch. I might come back and just periodically do random fun facts on the show. Because again, if you're into the show, you already know like the synopsis of what's going on. So tell me what you think. Bye.